Fading. We're back. To no one's
Hello.
surprise.
To everyone's surprise, we're back.
Everyone's
Um,
surprised. Did you think we'd
yeah.
miss a Wednesday?
No, I figured we would just retire after 101 episodes.
I mean, if there ever was a number to do it, it would be at 101. Not at 100. It'd be at
I
101.
know. Well, yeah, because we have the 101 Dalmatians, right? And I think
Right.
the sequel was 102 Dalmatians. So I guess we can do this as our final episode ever. Because what the hell are we gonna say for 103?
Is there 103 Dalmatians? Did they make like a
I
did,
don't
did they
think
make a
so.
trilogy? Because I remember they
I don't.
made. I remember there was the animated one, and I think you're right. They made 101, then 102 Dalmatians. And then I remember at one point they made like the live action ones, and I don't remember if they did a live action for both of them as well.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. It lost me after 101.
That's
Because I couldn't. Yeah, there's too many to count, man. How am I supposed to count up to after counting 101 of them? How am I supposed to recount all of them and add one? So
big
anyway,
bro.
uh, welcome to the Legends Clubhouse here on this wacky Wednesday. I am Bobby Caboose. As always, in that messed up room of his is Lawson underscore. How are you, Mr. Underscore?
I'm fantastic. It's Wednesday.
That's great.
Huh?
That's great.
That's
It's
great.
Wednesday. You ain't got no job. We ain't got shit to do.
I ain't got shit to do. Bro, I love that you quoted that movie because I was just for you watching Friday like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
And
great
because
movie, man.
because it's Christmas time, I'm thinking of rewatching the third one tonight
Friday
because
after night.
dude, that shit is such a funny ass movie. Those movies are just so classic, and the fact that
Yeah.
the third one is around Christmas, it just makes it, so poetic to
He
like
called her a ho 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 and kept on going.
most most people's Christmas movies. What's the Christmas movie where the kid gets his tongue stuck on the pole? You know what I'm talking about?
Christmas story.
Christmas Story. There's that one, but we're not watching that in this household. We're watching Friday After Next. That's our Christmas movie.
Christmas story. See, the girlfriend keeps asking me to watch Christmas Story because she loves it. I'm like, look, we watch Christmas Story like 4 or 5 times during on Christmas Day because it's like
Hmm.
24 hours. So like, you always just put it on and see what part it is, and you end up watching it like a few times. And I'm like, that's the only day I watch that movie because I'm like, otherwise you get sick of it, and it's tradition. It's up there with like Elf. You
Classic.
watch that, the Home Alones.
I- I'll
But
give you
yeah,
an
you
interesting
gotta
one.
mix in some like Friday After Next. The Night Before is a good one.
Hmm.
Um, and then you find like Santa Jaws.
I'll give Santa Jaws. I'll give an interesting one. A couple years ago, when I was in England for Christmas and stuff like that, they watched Harry Potter on Christmas, like the first one, and just let it rip. And
Mhm.
I'm like, oh, so this is what y'all watching on Christmas? And they're like, yeah, it's a Christmas movie. And I'm like, no, it's not, but I'll take y'all's word for it. Like, what?
Die Hard's more of a
I,
Christmas movie
I
than Harry
was I was
Potter.
just about to bring that up that a couple years ago when I first started seeing that is Die Hard a Christmas movie because it takes place like during the like calendar for
It's well, yeah, it takes place at like a office Christmas party.
right. And
So
it amazes me how almost any small movie has a hint of Christmassy in it to an extent. Hell, you can even see, oh, that fucking movie has red, white, and green Christmas movie, Christmas colors.
yeah, like Just Friends. That's a great Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Um, Daddy's Home. That could be a Christmas movie, or at least the second one I think is around Christmas. Um, there's a bunch of them that fall into that.
Was
I
Big
don't know
Daddy
if it's
around
Christmas.
Christmas?
Big Daddy?
Yeah.
No, I don't think no, because it's not around. I don't think that. Like I think the end is like Christmas. Same
Yeah.
with like Jumanji. Like they're at a Christmas party at the end,
Yeah.
but
100%.
it's not a Christmas movie.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's fun to have those little debates on like if the movie is taking place around Christmas but necessarily isn't a Christmas movie, is it a Christmas movie? I think it is.
I mean, it's got to be right. I mean,
Yeah.
it's only fitting. There are only so many traditional movies that you can watch until eventually you're like, I love tradition, but I want something fresh. I want something funny. I want something,
Well,
raunchy.
yeah, and away from your little Lifetime Christmas movies that like a million come out a year,
You can,
and now Netflix is adopting that
yeah.
like that little algorithm or whatever you want to call it, well, that technique of putting out these C rated uh you know Christmas movies that you can see on Lifetime or Hallmark, and the girlfriend has had me been watching them since fucking Thanksgiving. So
How many times have y'all
I'm
seen Frosty the Snowman or Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the
oh
claymation?
she's
I think it was
she's
claymation.
pissed about Frosty now.
Why not? Or why?
She's pissed about Frosty. Oh, because like about a month ago, a story came out that the voice of Frosty, Jackie Vernon, who passed away back in 1987, had two secret families. He was married to three women at one time. Two of his families, he named his son Ralph. I'm guessing so he didn't forget.
Makes
But yeah,
sense.
one of his sons said that when he was a kid, back in the 80s, or it could have been in the 80s or 70s, whatever, a woman and a child showed up to his front door asking for his father. Um, his father was not home, so then she was like, I need to talk to your mother. His mother sent him upstairs so they could have a conversation. There was some yelling going on, and that's when he found out that his father had a whole secret life. So the
No,
voice of Frosty the Snowman is,
wait a minute.
and he kind of looks like it's funny because he kind of resembles John Wayne Gacy, in a little strange way.
That's
So
funny. I just thought
yeah,
about it. You said he had three.
three
Those,
secret family or
those.
three families total as far as what I've heard. So two secret.
I was gonna say, because you just talked about how those two. Now I wonder when the third came into the fold at the funeral.
I don't know, man. That Frosty money, dude.
Hey,
He's got
bro,
that Frosty
he
money.
he knows, kind of like Bobby Bonilla about this, or Mariah Carey about this time of the year. I'm about to get this
Yeah.
giant royalties check. It's kind of like when like,
I mean, he did pass away like 38 years ago, but
but
yes, his family hopefully. But yeah,
yeah.
so we're watching this movie, and I had just heard this story, so I tell the girlfriend while we're watching it, like,
Mm,
yeah, like Frosty had these couple secret families and all this shit, and she just like was like, what? Like, I don't want to watch this shit. And I'm like, what? What? It's Frosty the Snowman. She's like, fuck that guy. And I'm like,
that's
you
amazing.
know,
Speaking of actors that well, not really the actors, but actors characters being different than their on-screen personalities. Me and a buddy, we a couple years ago we binged the Conjuring movies, right? And we just watched the fourth one because they put it on HBO a couple weeks ago. And he's super into like the horror movie
yeah,
nerd, right? And so we were just talking about the characters, Ed and Lorraine, and he was like, that they were like notorious pieces of shit, and I was like, what you mean? And he was like, dude, they were. He said, let me learn you something real quick. They were notorious like scammers. They were scamming poor people about like, this is why you're poor. Basically they were fibbing to the gullibles for the money to perform these exorcisms. Now, I'm not saying all this shit's not real. I'm gonna see it to believe it. But he was also saying that Ed Warren had like a 14-year-old mistress. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Like,
yeah.
that's something completely different from what you see on screen. Now, once again, I haven't done my due diligence and research, but from what I've heard, and I trust my boy because he would know a lot more than I would. I'm just like, damn, dude, that's fucking nuts.
Right, like, but it is crazy if they had possession of that Annabelle doll, that Raggedy Ann that's like going around killing
Raggedy
everyone if
Ann.
you touch
I
her.
remember a
Or
couple. I remember a couple months ago. I think they were like moving the original doll, and it like got lost in Atlanta. And there a lot of people are were texting me, Lawson, go find it. I say, absolutely the fuck not. Keep cross, bitch. Keep that shit away from me.
See
No.
what I would have done, man, if I lived in that area or
Mm.
if that happened around here, I would go out and buy a bunch of Raggedy Ann dolls and just put them everywhere around the city.
Just to
Like
scare people? That'd
just
be
freak
awesome.
people the fuck out. Well,
Yeah.
because like you know, there was a thing about clowns years ago,
I
about
remember
10 years ago
I
out
remember the
here.
2016 clowns or 2016, right? 15,
Yeah,
16,
and
yeah.
like they, you know, people were just walking around at night dressed as clowns, and it was kind of weird.
It's all listen, it's all fun and games till someone listen, the more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out. So
Right,
I remember when that shit was going on, that was a big topic, like just to discuss amongst boys, like, y'all think that shit's real? Well, I don't know, I haven't fucking
right.
seen them, and I'm like, well, once again, it's all fun and games until someone does that to the wrong house and gets shot. So,
Yeah. See, I was telling the girlfriend this past Halloween.
mm,
I go, you know, what we should do is on Halloween day, if especially if it's like nice out, we should get like I should get like a jumpsuit and the Michael Myers mask and just walk slowly around neighborhoods and maybe just stand in front of somebody's house for like 20 minutes and just, you know, fuck
just
around
to
with
mess
people
with
during
them,
the day.
yeah. During the day?
So, yeah.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, just walk around the neighborhood during the day and then like obviously come out at night, you know. But like I was like, what if like randomly you just stood in a field? Like, you know, like just stand in a field like on a corner of traffic where there, you know, and then just like stand out there like this.
Could you imagine if, like, you're just walking around and there is one of, like, the crossing lights, and every time you just push the button and just don't move and just stare?
Yeah.
Just to mess with
Like,
people and
no,
have the
it's
lights
like
come
you're
on?
ready to walk. No, I'm not.
No, I'm not. Oh,
Um,
it's amazing.
so today, December 17th marks
Mm.
the 36 year anniversary of the premiere of The Simpsons.
The movie or the show?
So the show, the movie didn't come out until like 2015.
Fuck
Fuck you
with
talking
it.
about? It's probably even earlier than that. I'm not sure. But are you a Simpsons guy, or have you
Um,
ever been a Simpsons guy?
I haven't seen a Simpsons show movie in a long time. My sister fucking loves The Simpsons. She thinks it's hilarious. Um, I remember having the DVD as a kid and just thinking that was one of the funniest movies ever. Like, I remember when there was the radioactive lake and the little monster came out or whatever, and he had like 88 eyes and he was about to like roar something, and Bart just goes poke 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 poke. No, I think he says like jabby jabby jab jab jab,
Yeah.
and then uh the cop stops him. But yeah, the I remember seeing something a couple weeks ago that apparently it got leaked that the last episode of whatever season they're on, like, Marge is gonna die, and I'm like, what the? I'm like, what the? Like, for shows like that, Family Guy, American Dad, South Park, you can kind of continuously keep these shows going on forever because yes, the eventuality of, well, it has to wrap eventually. Or you'll just someone's got to, you'll eventually run out of ideas. That is when the newer generation of people that, of comics that can write jokes, they'll, everyone's always got a different perspective when it comes to comedy. So I'm always interested as to how the comedy, passes over season to season to season, as because if it started, 36 years ago, I bet it's a lot different now than it was then.
Right. I was a big Simpsons guy when I was growing up.
Mm,
I kind of stopped watching them as soon as they kind of introduced like cell phones. I was like, I it's weird for me to see like Bart Simpson with a cell phone,
yeah.
and I'm like, you know, this is kind of weird. Um, but like those 90s episodes, man, before there was South Park, before there was Family Guy,
Oh,
you
Simpsons was the
know,
OG.
Simpsons, yeah, definitely paved the way for all these. I mean, it's to a point where South Park even made an episode like, you know, The Simpsons did it. You know, everything that Cartman would do, that you know, Bart would run around and be like, "The Simpsons did it. The Simpsons did it." You know, so they've covered like everything. Like I mean, you can't have you know, an episode of South Park or the Sim or Family Guy without like pretty much being able to refer a Simpsons episode to it. Um, you know, I like I said, I kind of got taken out of it a little bit. I was thinking about this while I was writing my article today that The Simpsons would be a good show to go back and rewatch.
Hmm.
There you can get through episodes quick. I might have to go do that and check out the things to reminisce from my childhood. But from like the Treehouse of Horrors, the Sideshow Bob, wanting to kill Bart, to Mr. Plow and all these great episodes. I do miss The Simpsons. I wish I haven't, like I said, probably watched it in probably at least at least 5 years, if not more.
Hmm.
But I think I might get back into it. The girlfriend always liked The Simpsons. She said she grew up on it too, so maybe it's something we could watch together to fill the time. Yeah, man, I can't believe it's been 36 years. They got renewed up until season 40 so far, so that's going into like 2029 or
Which is
something.
nuts.
Uh, Absolutely, man. And now with, AI, you don't even need the actors, the original actors that do the voices because they have so much material that they can manipulate that voice to say whatever in future episodes too. So this like animation as far as if you hit on a dominating animated show that can take off and have the longevity, there's no reason why this show can't go on forever now with, not really needing the voice actors after you get to a certain point.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It's a great point that they could essentially go on forever. My only thing is, and I already brought up, is at some point you just run out of ideas.
Yeah.
But that's the
I mean, that's
thing
what
is if
ChatGPT is for.
right because they think faster than we do. No, but I'm always the animated shows are always interesting, especially when they hit like the shows in general. When they hit the 20-year mark, it's like, damn, it's been going on for a long time. Like I remember growing up, there was like it was teased for new Family Guy episode, and they had their crossover with The Simpsons, you know. So for me, it's really interesting when everything not falls into play is the wrong term, but when like The Simpsons is the in the upper echelon of shows in general.
Hmm.
From it being nostalgic to classic to comedy to touching real subjects. The
Yeah,
Simpsons,
crazy predictions.
dude, insane. Like I remember there was like a 6 month stretch a couple years ago where every major event, damn near in the world, it was like, oh, Simpsons predicted, Simpsons predicted,
Mhm.
Simpsons predicted, and it just makes me wonder. It's like, did they really just think of everything and everything just kind of happened? Like
Right.
it's a crazy coincidence.
Yeah, yeah, from Trump being president to 9/11 to, just a bunch of shit that they, predicted or had some kind of reference to before it happened.
Yeah,
They're like the modern day Nostradamus. It's crazy.
it is kind of nuts.
And it's a cartoon.
And
It's a cartoon.
that's another crazy point too, that they're doing all this crazy stuff and crazy predicting, and it's a cartoon. So it's like,
Yeah.
that won't happen. It's a cartoon. Well, knock 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 knock. Lo and fucking behold, you know.
Stupid sexy Flanders. Stupid sexy Flanders. Do you know that reference?
Though.
Okay, so so uh they're skiing, right?
Okay.
And Flanders has like this fucking tight ass fucking ski suit on, like from head to toe. It looks like a onesie. It looks like
It looks like one of
it
those
looks
water
like
suits that divers would wear.
yes, but like the skiing version, right? With
Right.
the helmet and everything. And so Flanders comes up to him on the hill or whatever and he's like, "Oh, you should get one of these suits." He's like, "It feels like I'm wearing nothing at all," and he's like shaking his ass while he's doing it, and it like so. Um, later, Homer's trying to think of what the ski instructor told him, and all he can think about is Flanders, and he's like, he just replays it in his head, saying, "It's like I'm wearing nothing at all, nothing at all, nothing at all," and then it zooms into his ass, and it's just him saying nothing at all and shaking his ass, and Homer's like, "Stupid, sexy Flanders."
That's amazing. I'm sorry, there. Some got caught.
Yeah.
Almost died.
What are you doing, man?
I'm.
Why don't you have your makeup artist lady, and production team fucking get yourself ready for the goddamn show like I do?
I know, dude. I'm just trying to be like you when I grow up. The
God damn, dude.
almost died. We listen. We
Oh,
could not almost be dying on the show.
now
And
I got a cough. I can't. Ugh.
are we good? There's some in the water.
I don't know. I don't know. I
But
got some over here.
something that something that could also come crashing and burning. You know the game MLB the Show, right?
Absolutely, I'm a big fan.
Have you ever played like the Diamond Dynasty version of it?
I have not. I'm more of a franchise player.
Road to
And
the Show.
then once in a while, I'll road to the show. Yeah.
So
By the way, Baby Ruth sucks,
inside joke, by the way. Anyways, dick.
and that's why he didn't rebuttal because he knows he sucks.
Anyways, so
Not at
so
all.
on
No.
nothing at all. So Diamond Dynasty is like it's kind of like the Ultimate Team version. So like you can get legends, current players, XYZ, things like that. Now, every year when the game comes out, they have the sets are called collections. So if you collect all of the Angels players, all the live series Angel players, you'll get whatever legend card it is, right? And when you collect every,
Chuck,
huh?
Chuck, Chuck Finley, maybe.
Uh, who insert random legend, right?
That's who I.
I can't.
That's exactly what I did.
Yeah, I was trying to think if that sounded familiar because I'm not a baseball historian to the person who was the Angels in in this year's game. But what I was thinking about, and I saw on TikTok someone brought it up, and it really just spiked my brain. If you collect all the live series cards, you take those collection pieces and you put them into other collections to get better cards. And the first 99 overall player is like the collection masterpiece, right? Like the if you collect every live series card in the game, you get like this super dope card. Like this year, it was Carlos Beltran, right? And these sets normally take an insane amount of stubs or coins to do, right? And I was thinking about it. If the Dodgers get Scooble, the Dodgers live series collection might be the most expensive set I've ever seen. Like Shohei always goes for 400-500K when the game comes out. You got Freddie Freeman, Mookie, Scooble that's gonna go for like 200K. You know, I think that they just got Edwin Diaz. Sasaki, Yamamoto, like it could genuinely be market breaking and destroying for MLB players if they get Scooble.
Well, it will not only do that, but it'll, destroy the 29 other teams in the MLB as well, because
Did
let's just name the Dodgers the World Series champions if that happens. And it's been rumored for about 2 weeks now that, there possibly could be a deal in place with, the Dodgers, and they're super interested in Skubal. I mean, who wouldn't be? But hey,
one of my buddies,
gotta keep them.
huh?
The Tigers are making big moves. I don't know if you saw, we brought in a 38-year-old Kenley Jansen.
Hey, maybe you can
We
make some
brought back
shit
Kyle
close.
Finnegan.
Right.
We
They
signed some dude that we already had yesterday. I mean, let's go.
one of my buddies
Drew Anderson or some shit. I don't know whatever his name is.
one of my buddies who's a non-sports guy. He's heard me talk about Scooble for the past for baseball season, right? And I said, yeah, the Dodgers are trying to get him, and he was like, Why would they do that? They already have all these pitchers, and I'm like, here's the thing about baseball. You could have a slew of great pitchers. Okay, let's go Shohei one day, Yamamoto the next day, Sasaki the next day, Glass now the next day, Scooble the next day, and then just that's your rotation. It's like, how the hell are the other teams going to keep up?
You may have $10,000 in your pocket, but if someone offers you $1,000, you're gonna add that to your $10,000.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So yeah, man, it'll be interesting. You know, I'm not very excited about what the Tigers have done so far this offseason.
Did you see Bo Bichette is telling teams that he's willing to play second base?
Bring them to Detroit.
That was the first thing I thought
Bring.
of. Now, Gleyber,
I
I think Gleyber
love Bo.
Torres, I think Gleyber Torres is a good second baseman, but he's not Bo Bichette. So
Yeah, but also we don't need to put him at second baseman. We can put him at short.
exactly.
So go get him. Go get him, please. That would do so much for our lineup, but it's not going to happen because we like to, you know, this time of year, the sun doesn't shine. I mean, the sun's shining a little bit, coming through a little bit right now. The sun doesn't like to shine in Detroit for about 3 months in the
Mm-hmm.
winter. Like, and it's for real. Like, seasonal depression is real here. I think it's because of the lake effect that we do not see the sun very often during the winter.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but today's like 45 degrees. It feels amazing out. It's a great day to sign Bo Bichette. Otherwise, tomorrow it'll probably be cloudy again and gray. And, we don't get much excitement. We get a lot of disappointment here.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's, um, you know, Scott Harris and Chris Ilitch not signing big names for baseball, saying we're good for the Lions when, we're almost 500 and we were a preseason Super Bowl favorite. Fucking up a trade that could have brought a great defenseman to the Red Wings. And then him having comment. Did you hear about this, by the way? Quinn Hughes, I believe
Yeah,
his name is.
yeah, he's a beast.
Did you hear about this?
No, they blocked a trade going to Detroit.
No. So apparently, like he just got traded to Minnesota.
Yeah.
There was a trade for him for Detroit, but Detroit didn't want to give up another defenseman. I'm probably gonna screw up his name, but I think his last name is like Edmundson.
Yeah.
He's like a 6'7" fucking defender.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he was the piece that they didn't want to trade. And Quinn Hughes, in an interview post trade, he goes, "Yeah, I'm glad I got traded to Minnesota because it's close to Michigan and my family likes to vacation there." What? What? So, not only shots at Steve Eiserman for not pulling the trigger,
Right.
but he wanted to be here, bro. Like, fuck. He's from here. He played hockey with Dylan Larkin, and they screw that up. And now, all we have to rely on is the Pistons, which best record in the East. But,
Mm-hmm.
well, it's a little gray out here. It's a little
Yeah,
gray.
there are always these interesting sports cities, whether it be, big markets or small markets, that all the teams that are in the same city, they all kind of work the same.
Mm-hmm.
And it amazes me that on how true it can be when you look at Atlanta teams, all solid to below average. Never extremely great. There'll be a surprise like when the Falcons made the Super Bowl, when the Hawks made the Eastern Conference Finals. You'll have those surprise runs, but then it's just back to, they're mid. They're
And
fun
then you get the
they're fun,
Thrashers
young and
that
exciting, huh?
then you get the Thrashers that just leave. Now we just need the Falcons and the Hawks to follow suit.
Just leave.
Just leave, dude. And or no, I was gonna say they only got two, the Braves too. I was
Yeah.
gonna say they gotta have a baseball team.
Yeah,
Still.
I was gonna say, but we saw the Braves go from best record in baseball, one of the best offensive teams ever 2 years ago, into being complete jank last
Well,
year.
for historically, the Braves have been pretty consistent
Right.
though.
Like out
But
of
yeah,
all the
man,
Atlanta teams, the Braves are like the most consistently good team.
yeah, I would
Hmm.
have to agree. Ah,
Did you
ah.
before the show? And I know it's Wednesday, and I know we kind of hit and miss sports. Did you see Tua got benched?
For who? Kellen Moore?
Quinn Ewers.
Ooh, I know he's like a rookie or something,
He
but
is a rookie.
um, um, not very exciting. I don't
Yeah.
care.
And,
Dude, uh, I don't know, man. Is Tua? Do you think Tua is ever going to be an elite starter, or maybe not even elite, but just a good starter?
it's interesting because his when you know in 2022, either 2021 or 2022, that offense was lighting up the world. And then they went 11-6 and lost in the playoffs in Kansas City. And then since then, Tua's been injury prone and bad. Like his physical limitations are I'm right. I was writing a piece on Tua and how like his contract and stuff affects that will be up right after the show is over. But it makes me laugh because if my they is in Miami, if they were to enter a time machine, they wouldn't give him that $212 million extension that they gave him last year.
Right.
Um,
I wonder how many teams in the NFL like regret the decision of extending their quarterbacks.
it's
I mean, 'cause you look at a guy like Tua,
the
you look at like a guy
Raiders,
like you look at a guy like
Gino.
Gino. You look at even like Joe Burrow. I mean, he's top probably six in the league, but like, is he going to be the guy that gets you there? I mean, enough pieces behind him. He has been there, but um,
Hmm.
you know, it's like you wrap up so much money into these guys that you can't fill necessary holes throughout your lineup,
Hmm.
and it's like the window to win a Super Bowl seems to be you know, a quarterback on a rookie deal, maybe his third or fourth year
Hmm.
when he's still cheap and you can build around that player.
Yeah, you can build an all-star team. Or like example, do you think that the Broncos, who are still dealing with Russell Wilson dead money, if they like, do you think if Bo Nix was on like a expensive contract that they could go out and get Hufanga or go get Dre Greenlaw in free agency? No, they couldn't.
Right.
So it just amazes me, and the only reason why I think it's anything of noteworthy is because on how it could affect the Dolphins, because the NFL is more franchise friend. Not saying that they're not player friendly. I mean, I know the NFL stands for the No Fun League, but they
Hmm.
are more oriented towards their franchises as opposed to individual players like the NBA. But
Yeah.
if they were to cut him, $99 million in dead money. That's the NFL record. It's ridiculous,
Yeah.
and I don't see any team even wanting to trade for Tua.
And I think with the injuries in the past and stuff like that, like you can't rely on that
Hmm.
as far as like him being able to stay healthy. One more hit could be it for him. So I think once I don't know what his contract looks like, but I think as soon as his contract is done, he might be a looking at being a backup
Hmm.
in the league if he's still playing football. But anyway,
Yeah,
it's Wednesday.
it is Wednesday, and to move off of sports, did you watch any of the Game Awards or no?
No.
No, not interested.
No, no. The gaming awards,
Yeah, so like,
like video game,
yeah, like game of the year, all all, all that jazz and all those awards.
was game of the year Madden.
Game Game of the year will never be a sports game ever again. I think the last time any game of the year was like sports, like in contingents. I think, funny enough, I think Madden won game of the year in like 2004. And looking back on it, everybody was like, "What the hell?" Because some of my buddies were streaming because they're big gamers, and for when Game of the Year came up, I would made a joke. I'm like, "Where's Madden?" And they're and to tee hee because sports
Mhm.
games are always, they will never be in contention for Game of the Year.
Right. It's
And
like comedy. Comedies will never win Film of the Year, you know?
no, and there's a lot of really good comedies out there that could
Mhm.
that that's why they have their own individual best comedy of the year. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you
Here,
can
here,
love. Go ahead.
here's a question for me. It just popped in my head, and
Yep.
it's way off subject, but it was kind of
Good.
about
It's Wild Card
something.
Wednesday.
Yeah. So something we were talking about earlier was like, we're in the Christmas season, right? With 25 days of Christmas.
Yep.
Hanukkah just started, a couple days ago. So happy Hanukkah to our Jewish friends out there.
Mm.
But we were watching a movie the other day, a Christmas movie, and I not only like asked the girlfriend, but I asked the girlfriend's parents as well. Have you
Oh
ever
God.
seen a group of carolers walking around? Because I have not. And they are in almost every Christmas movie, and I'm like, no one does this in real life.
Yo, if you wouldn't have said that, I would have never thought about that. But that's a yeah. I don't know people that go out fucking caroling. I've never like been driving down and there's like they're rolling eight deep to carol.
Right.
Like, are you out of your fucking mind?
Like with candles and shit. But they're in like every Christmas
Yeah.
episode, every Christmas movie, and I'm like, when did this happen? When or what areas does it happen? Because I know it don't happen around here. Maybe I just been hanging out with the wrong people. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know,
Is it
dude. Maybe.
small town shit? Like, do I have to go into like a
And
middle of nowhere town,
you gotta go
like
to an Amish
Bluffton,
country.
Ohio? Do I have to go to Bluffton, Ohio to see some carolers?
You might need to go to like an Amish community.
Maybe. I mean, we got my I'm trying to think of the relation. My dog's best friends are one of them's from the Amish, so maybe.
Maybe
But I
ask
don't think the
him.
Amish celebrate Christmas.
Yeah, that's a
They just make all the presents.
that's a great question. I never thought about like if I ever saw like a Christmas caroler. You
No,
know?
dude, I like never.
Yeah, I'm thinking
It's
like
crazy.
never, dude.
I'm trying to think of other like Christmas movie traditions that like are like even like the mistletoe thing, man. Do you ever see anyone like just like randomly kiss each other under a mistletoe? I don't.
No, and it's funny because every year for the majority of my life we go to my mom's dad's for Christmas, and he'll always just for the spirit, he'll always have a mistletoe through a doorway. And
Yeah.
I'm not saying, oh, you're meeting at your fucking grandpa's house, start kissing people, but it's just one of the things to where like another thing with wreaths,
Wreaths.
like I don't know if wreaths are like the Christmas dream catchers, but they don't like. I mean, they're cool looking, but I'm like, I don't know. You can kind of
That's a thing.
what
See, I think
wreaths?
I think I think COVID killed the mistletoe. But because I have a mistletoe too, at the front door of the house,
All
you
right,
walk in and mistletoe right there. But
yeah,
yeah, I think COVID killed the mistletoe. Um,
that's
as far as
annoying.
wreaths, I got a few wreaths hanging up.
Yeah,
Um, it's a nice decorative, I guess, plant. It looks nice. But yeah, man, it's some of these Christmas movies I'm watching, man, like whether it's the Christmas Miracle, which I don't know if I ever witnessed a Christmas Miracle, but I just want the day that where I'm at a party, right,
hmm
and we're sipping on some eggnog or some alcoholic festive drinks and having cookies and a nice meal, and someone, maybe a little child, is like,
me.
Papa, not to me, but like, Papa, how is Saint Nicholas going to find us? We're all the way over here and not at home. They don't even have a chimney. How is he going to give us our presents? And like, yeah, like they talk like that, like little Tiny Tim or some shit, right? And
Like
like I'm
Tiny.
over here and I'm like, shit, man, kid's got a point. Kid's got a point. Where's Santa Claus gonna come down the chimney? That this kid's screwed. Like his Christmas is gonna fucking suck. You know, he's probably got like a couple tears coming down his eyes.
Yeah, or
You
they're
know,
building
puppy
up.
dogging him like Papa, Papa. Anyway, so you know, and we're sitting there, and then bust in like through the door or something is jolly old Saint Nick with a sack of toys, talking to all the kids, making sure they keep up with their studies and that they were nice and not naughty.
Mm.
And we're like, oh my god, giving a round of applause for Santa Claus, and we're like, man, who ordered the fat guy in the suit, right? He's fucking amazing. He's even having him tug on his beard. Oh yeah, it's real. It's real, son.
Yo,
Give out
y-
give out the presents and shit.
you know
And
what?
then like, we're sitting there
Mm.
having this meal. They give out gifts. Oh my god, they get exactly what they wanted. He goes, ho ho ho, and he leaves. And all of a sudden,
Oh,
we all
oh,
gather
oh.
with that little kid that's like, Papa, oh, how are we gonna get our presents? He slowly goes to the door with nobody noticing and opens the front door, and he's like, oh, oh, and like we all rush and see Santa fucking flying away. I want to know when that's gonna happen to me, because it happens to everyone on TV.
Bro, I swear as a kid, and obviously think if I close my eyes think about it, it was a fucking dream. But I swear when I was a fucking kid, I woke up in the middle of like the night and just opened my eyes and my door was open and I saw like Santa walking into my bathroom to use it and then leaving. I'm like, huh? But obviously,
How much milk did you give him, dude, or was he shitting out the cookies?
I have no idea. And like he like locked eyes with me and I was like, what? Cause
Dude, that was probably demon Santa, dude.
dude for real, and he needed to pay.
Yeah, that was fucking Krampus, bro.
Yo, you know what I just thought about? And this is a Christmas movie that I hadn't thought about until I almost kind of interrupted you, Justin. It just popped into my head. The Polar Express.
Dude, never seen it because the animation freaks me out. I'm like, nope. And I heard that there's a theory about that all the children on the train are dead.
What?
Yeah, because it's about the Christmas train, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's a theory that all the kids are dead on the train, I believe.
God damn it!
Yeah, now I just ruined your movie.
You just ruined my Christmas,
Hey, Kaboose coming in with the train.
dude. It's. I remember
Does that
around.
theory make sense? Because I've never seen the movie.
Huh? Is it
Like,
true?
no, it doesn't make sense. Like, if you look at it a different way, does it make sense that all the children are dead on it, or am I
I
completely
mean,
way off and making shit up?
I think you're well off making shit up because like at the end of the movie, like Santa sits little Johnny down and is like, what would you like for Christmas for help saving the train XYZ all that jazz, and it's like he wanted like a bell from Santa's sleigh or a button from his suit or something like that, and at the end of the movie it like gives. Wait a minute, it's been so long since I've seen that movie.
Yeah, so there's a popular fan theory suggests many kids on the Polar Express, including the hero boy, are ghosts of children who died and are given one last trip to rediscover belief, with the hobo confirmed as a ghost and the train serving as a spiritual vessel through the story's magic dream elements are also debated.
Hmm. Interesting.
Why is this popular? It explains the uncanny CGI and the slightly unsettling feeling some viewers get from the characters.
You.
It provides a deeper, more poignant meaning to the story beyond a simple Christmas tale. The
Hmm.
counter argument. Many believe it's just a magical train line, a dream, or a story about faith, not death. The hero boy returns home alive, which complicates the all kids are dead idea. Through some theories suggest he was just a lost soul temporarily on the train. So,
That's fucking
hey,
nuts.
way to mention a way to mention a movie that's sad and kills kids. Speaking of that, Hook just had an anniversary too. You ever see the movie Hook?
Captain Hook.
A lot of people think the Lost Boys are all dead.
I was about I was about to say you said Captain Hook from like Peter Pan.
Yeah, Hook.
Yeah.
Like Hook. Like
I
with Robin Williams.
no, I haven't seen that one.
What?
What do you mean what?
How have you never seen that movie?
Bro, Hook growing up for me was like Captain Hook from Peter Pan, not Hook the standalone.
What? What are you talking about? Hook is the story of Peter Pan.
No, but
It's
like
a lie.
yeah, I haven't seen the live action one. All I saw was a cartoon when I was growing up. Huh?
Do you know? Hey, by the way, what is? First of all, I asked you what is wrong with you. Second, I was going to ask, do you know the three rules of becoming Peter Pan?
No.
Okay. Well, you didn't answer my first question, so I'll just
Well,
scratch that.
well, the first one we don't have enough time.
Okay, so the second question: three rules of becoming Peter Pan, right?
Number one,
You must you must be able to fight, sword fight,
sword fight, fence.
right?
Yeah.
You must be able to fly. You have to fly. You know how you fly? You have happy thoughts.
Oh,
After getting sprinkled by the dust, you have happy thoughts.
after getting sprinkled.
And third of all, the third rule of becoming Pan, for
Pan,
some reason, you have to be able to crow. Do you know what crowing is?
enlighten me.
For some reason, you need to be able to do that. I think I'm not really sure why,
And that's how you
but
become Peter Pan.
as long as you can do those three things, you can fight, you can fly, and you can crow. You can become
Wow,
Peter Pan.
it's really interesting.
It is.
I wonder as to what made the fucking crow like the thing out of all the damn calls that it could have been. I wonder why
Yeah,
it was a
I'm not
crow.
really sure, man. I'm not really sure. I've never been to Neverland. I've never been a lost boy. I've never lost my marbles. I've never had a happy thought, and you know, I've
Hmm.
never been visited by a fairy named Tink or Belle.
Tinkerbell.
So I'm not really sure.
It's
But I
really
can't believe you've
interesting.
never seen that movie, dude. That's like you need to
You would be so.
like
I was gonna say you'd be surprised for the amount of like classics and stuff that I just like.
no, I mean, I'm kind of right there with you on some movies that people are like, you've never seen that, but like Hook, dude, dude.
Yeah, dude.
The little kid gets pissed because his dad won't let him blow bubbles in his chocolate milk. Like, what the fuck is that, kid? Like, yeah, I would be pissed too because you're gonna be making a mess on the table. And guess who's gonna have to clean it up? Because you're a little lazy piece of shit. I'll probably have to clean it up. So yeah, you can't blow bubbles in your chocolate milk.
That's no fun, Dad.
I'm sorry that I missed some of your baseball games because I'm a fucking lawyer and I can afford things like bringing you to England for fucking Christmas. By the way, Hook's not a Christmas movie, but they do go on Christmas vacation to
So it is a Christmas movie.
London. There's nothing referenced for Christmas minus I think their winter vacation.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
So
and he
no.
wakes up in a pile of snow.
Snow, Christmas, winter. Mmm.
Have you ever had a white Christmas down in Georgia?
What's a white Christmas?
Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Like, if whatever you're about to
What
say
makes
is,
it white outside? What
huh?
makes it white outside? Snow.
Yeah.
So have you ever had a white Christmas?
When I was younger, yeah. It's so funny because
Yeah.
I was just talking about this the other day about fucking like the last time I saw snow before it snowed here for like 2 weeks a couple years ago, which it's kind of nuts when it snows here because it doesn't normally.
Right. That's what
But
I'm asking. Like, have you ever had snow on Christmas? Like, have you ever woken up Christmas morning with
yeah,
snow on the ground?
we never just called it like a white Christmas.
That's what it's
Um,
called.
we just Bro, here we
Do you
don't
not
get
know anything about Christmas? Are
bro.
you like, are you Jewish? Do you celebrate Kwanzaa? Like, what is
No,
wrong with you? Like,
we just
are
never
you
had a
like,
name for it. It was just, oh, there's snow outside.
are you Satan?
Are you Satan? No.
Because like, first of all, if Chris Kringle ever showed up to your house, I would tell him to leave immediately because you don't deserve it.
Oh, are you saying I've
Can you
been?
name all the reindeer?
Huh?
Can you name all the reindeer?
Not off the top. You go ahead then.
All right. There's Prancer, Dasher,
Yep.
Vixen,
Yep.
uh, Comet, Cupid. I think there's a Donald.
Cupid?
Blitzen.
There's a Cupid?
Uh, yeah,
Mother lover. Hold on.
Donner, Dasher, Donald, Dasher, Vixen, Blitzen, Prancer, Cupid, Comet, and Rudolph. All of them. And Fred. I think there's a Fred.
All right. So the original 8 from the poem: Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, Rudolph.
Told you. Donald. And I think
Donner.
there might be a Jared.
You said there might be a Jared. A,
Yeah.
that might be in the 2025 version, but in the original one, there's 8. Oh, speaking
And
of,
Rudolph.
and Rudolph.
Hey, you know why? Because he's got a cancerous nose that lights up. It's a tumor, but he can get through fog.
I was just about to say I love those Family Guy references in the Christmas episodes. Them shits are so funny. Like I remember when Brian, it was a Brian and Stewie episode, and they tried to be Santa, and they ended up beating the shit out of like the whole household with the bat, and he was like,
I watched that last night. I
yeah,
watched that.
and he was like, oh, holy shit, we're in the wrong house. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
The Christmas time is killing us. When they go up to the North Pole and the Santa's really sick. That's the same one,
Yeah,
right?
I think so. Yeah, I remember them.
Yeah.
And
The elves are fucking like retarded and the reindeer are eating them. Yeah, that's one of the best Christmas shows, like episodes
yeah,
of all Christmas episodes in any show.
I don't know if you're an American Dad watcher. They had a really good one where where I think it was Steve killed Santa like one year for Christmas, and
I
then
think I
and then he kept
didn't he
dropping.
do like an AK-47 or something. Didn't he light his ass up?
Yeah, and then later on in the episode, Santa and the elves came back to fucking kill like the Smith household, and then Jeff Haley's boyfriend, he was like, Jeff, you're a good boy. You don't have to die with the Smiths. I was trying to convince him to come back.
Isn't there one with American Dad that they go see like some like eight-armed weirdo in the mountains and they drink like absinthe?
I think that's the episode where Roger gets the magic shorts and shirt.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I thought
Um.
it was a Christmas episode for some reason. Because
eh,
I do know Family Guy, or not Family Guy, American Dad had a very good one too. Because I remember both of them came out around the same time,
yeah.
maybe like a year apart or something, and I was
And
like,
then there
oh
was
shit, good too.
and then there was that time where Stan's dad ended up being Krampus.
Krampus is stupid.
That's another movie I haven't seen in forever. Krampus.
My buddy was like, dude, have you ever seen Krampus? I was like, I thought that was stupid. He's like, dude, it's so stupid. You gotta watch it. I'm like, all right, the fucking gingerbread man and all that. I'm like, dude, this is so dumb. But I was glad I watched it.
Are we talking about the same the horror movie that came out in like the 20
Yeah,
teen? Yeah.
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 I think there's only one Krampus.
Probably. I wonder why. You know,
Yeah,
though, but there's it's always, I mean, they say it's the most wonderful time of the year for a reason. There's so many, you know, traditions, movies, television, entertainment, food. You know, it doesn't, you know, live up to Thanksgiving, but you know, a lot of people have, you know, like the tradition of, you know, like a Christmas time meal and stuff like that. Yeah.
yeah, ham or turkey or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, man. I love Christmas. Christmas is probably my I hate the weather. Like I hate the cold. But the time of the year, The month of December, I love. But as soon as Christmas is over, I'm like, okay, I need March and I need warm weather and fuck January and February. Um, because it's just way too long up here.
Mm-hmm.
We got
I,
6 months of shitty weather and 6 months of good weather. So
hopefully,
seasonal depression is real up here. Up here,
up here, do you have snow
yeah,
right now?
we do.
How
It's
much?
probably like an inch or two, but like I said, it's about 45 degrees today, so a lot of it's melting. My entire driveway was ice, and luckily that's melting today.
What's the
So
most?
it's
What's the most amount of snow you've ever like seen or been in? Because obviously you'd get 1,000 times more snow than I ever would.
oh, dude, one year, um, one year it was the night of the Super Bowl, and
In
I was at a
February, big dog.
I was I was at a party, and knew I'd be drinking heavily, so I stayed the night.
Mm-hmm.
Woke up to my buddy's dad having to plow my car out. There was probably 2 feet of snow at least. Um, so drove home. When I was turning into my street, I
Mm-hmm.
didn't realize how deep it was. Didn't gun it like I probably should have, and just got stuck right in the middle and was not in my street. And someone had to drag me out back onto the main road. And I had to go into a business that was at the end of my street, park there, and walk to my house. That was pretty bad. But yeah, we get, Minnesota probably gets more
Mm-hmm.
snow than us because we do get, the lake effect, at least here in southeastern Michigan. The west side of the state gets bad snow, but it usually dies down by the time it gets to us. Um, but I mean, we've had our share of being snowed in,
I,
you know.
I assume y'all have people like if y'all see on the forecast that it's snow that go out in the middle of the night and they salt the streets and stuff like that.
Yeah, we have salt trucks, plow trucks, all that. It just depends. Sometimes they don't think we're gonna get a lot, so they don't do it and they fuck up. But the worst part about living here, man,
Yeah.
is that people that live here have probably lived here most of their lives,
Mm-hmm.
and as soon as we get a dusting, people forget how to drive. That's the most annoying shit about it. Like, if there's like people will either go way too slow or they're fucking racing. Like all you have to do is drive normal, don't swerve, and pace yourself on stopping. You'll
Right.
be fine.
Be just fine.
You'll be fine. But anyway,
We got we,
I think that kind of wraps up our Wacky Wednesday.
because next time you won't see us is till Friday. Tomorrow,
Wow.
Rams in Seattle. You got a feeling prediction? No Devontae Adams. He's doubtful with the hammy.
I don't care about football anymore until the Lions make the Super Bowl. So talk to me in 7 games, six
Ooh.
games.
Ooh. Listen,
I don't
don't let the Lions get
see
in.
the Seahawks. The Seahawks are the most like bleh team in the NFL. Like, who gives a fuck about the goddamn Seahawks? And then the Rams, I just hate Stafford, so I will not be watching. I don't care.
Yeah,
Fuck that. Fuck them both. Fuck those NFC West teams,
fuck them.
minus Arizona.
Minus
Arizona.
Arizona.
Arizona's cool.
You ain't got no beef with
Arizona.
Arizona?
Arizona ain't never bothered nobody. They're just out in the desert, dude.
I
They're
remember.
living it up. That guy.
I remember the year where they started out like 8-0, and then Kyler Murray threw like a fade to AJ Green, and he like cut in, and Rasul Douglas picked it off. I was watching with my buddy who was a Cardinals fan. And he was like, "Are you fucking serious?" And it's fun. I bring that up because I saw a stat. They're like 23-63 since then, and,
Crazy.
and it's
Crazy.
hey, it's crazy how one you can almost point to an exact play, moment, whatever,
Right.
where the shit hits the fan.
Yeah, everything goes to shit.
Yeah.
But thank you for joining us here on episode 102. at the Legends Clubhouse. We are live, like Lawson said, Friday. We are usually live on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel, newleafnews.com/.network. Both of them take you to the same great site. We have we're a week removed or a few days removed from John Cena's last match. One of our writers, Nick, has a great three-part article about John Cena's farewell tour and how he would have rewritten history. So go check that out. Whether it's sports, entertainment, horoscopes, murder shit, on this day, pop culture type shit, you name it, we got it over here at New Leaf News. So go check out our website, subscribe to it. If you don't want to subscribe to it, go follow us on social media. You'll find out our latest articles over there, whether it's Instagram, X, Blue Sky, Facebook, or TikTok. Go follow us if you have one of those social media platforms. I am Bobby Kaboose on Instagram, on X. That is at Lawson underscore 1226. Hey,
Hey, hey,
hey,
baby.
we're 9 days away, baby. So get those gifts ready for them. Hopefully, hey, if you can't wrap, go take them, get professionally wrapped. Make sure Lawson has a bright, shiny new gift with a bow on it that he can unwrap in front of all of us. So, um, other than that, we'll see you Friday. Lawson, if you want to take us out, I'm done rambling.
Absolutely. For New Leaf News and Legends Clubhouse, I am Lawson Turner, and that right there is Bobby Caboose. We will see you beautiful people Friday afternoon at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, we hope you enjoy your Wednesday and Thursday, and we'll see you guys Friday. Until next time, peace.